Happy Sunday, everyone. Today we have some very devastating news coming from the divided states. Or do you want me to say the United States? Because that country is so divided at this point that calling it the United States will be a dishonor to the name United or to the word United. Anyway, this is like crazy. Was Donald Trump almost assassinated yesterday? Like, this is insane. You know what? I'm not even gonna act surprised because they call us the conspiracy theorist or whatever they call people who are kind of guessing things. I think, I kid you not, I think, was it 2 weeks ago that I mentioned that, you know what, I think they're gonna try to assassinate or get rid of Trump. And it happened. But you know what, if you say that, they're gonna tell you that, oh no, it's just a conspiracy and all that. But oh my God, this is like insane, honestly speaking, right? Because I think he was at a rally and so on. And I think, honestly speaking, whatever happened, to be quite honest, is actually in favor of Trump right now. Because I think, let me show you the clip of the actions of what happened. And for those sensitive viewers, please, obviously the video is going to be about how they almost killed Trump right in front of our eyes. Like, literally. This is crazy. You know what? Just watch the video.
Said, take a look at what happened.
Move to the spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move.
Up.
Move. Go.
Up. Hawkeye's here.
Hawkeye's here. Move it to the spare.
Spare, get ready. Spare, get ready.
We ready?
Shooters down. Shooters down.
Shooter down.
Are we good?
Shooter's down.
Shooters down. Are we good to move?
Shooters down. We good to move.
Clear.
We're
Let's
clear.
move.
We're
Let's
clear.
move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head, it's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus. Move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Okay. My shoes down. Get the shoe.
Watch out.
Wait.
You know what? I'm gonna have to say that like, Trump is not for me like the best of the best. But to be quite honest, one of the things that I like about Trump is that he is for the United States. He is for his country. Hate him, love him, Trump is an American and he's proud to be an American, and he shows it with every action. When you look at this photo that whoever took it, as Candace say that it's probably gonna be the most, you know, this photo needs an award. Whoever took this shot needs an award, like, honestly speaking. But when you look at that, even I'm gonna show a video just now where like, just as, you know, he's being taken now, he was just shot, and his concentration is mainly on whoever saved him, obviously the securities and so on. But also he goes like this, like the hit of like whatever was happening, like literally he was still like, I am Donald Trump, I'm an American, and I'm going down brave. I'm not going down, you know, like a chicken. So you know what, hate him, love him. If I'm an American, I'm not an American, but if I'm an American, I'm definitely going to vote for Trump. to be quite honest, even if that, like, except for that, I think, you know, when people hate somebody that much that they actually want a toddler to actually be, they are willing to allow a toddler to run the country. And when I say a toddler, excuse me, I'm not talking about Biden. Yes, Joe Biden is obviously old and so on, but I'm literally referring to a toddler. Like, I'm referring to a toddler in the sense that, to be quite honest, right now, some Americans are so hating on Trump that they are actually willing to put a literal 3-year-old, and I mean it literally. I don't mean like Joe Biden, you know, being referred to as a toddler as everybody does, although that's, you know, a story for another day. But I'm referring to like a literal toddler, like a 3-year-old. They will put a 3-year-old in power as long as Trump is not in power. And you got to have to wonder, why is that? What is going on that makes people to actually decide that? You know, and that's a whole thing, you know, of what's going on. Because you know what? America is trying to sell other countries democracy, but are they democratic? I mean, we know what happened to the 2016 election? That was, no, 2020? Yeah, I think election. You know that election was actually, yeah, tampered with. We all know that. We definitely know that. And I'm going to show you a video on how Candace reported on that. Candace, as I said, is the one person that I listen to when it comes to news because she's very authentic. She tried to make research and make sure that she reports authentically. And even if she doesn't, it wouldn't be like a deliberate kind of thing of, you know, misleading people. It will be like maybe she doesn't have the right information. It's not unlike, you know, the mainstream media where they deliberately just want to mislead you. I think you could probably hear what I share on my last video, a lot of information that goes out and so on. But honestly speaking, did they just try to kill the president of the United States? Like, seriously? This is like, I don't know, like, this is like kind of insane, even though for us, for me, I definitely know, like, they have been trying to do this. Anyway, let me put another video. Let me, Candace is so sarcastic, so I always like putting her videos so that I think we kind of like, I think to a certain level, we are the same, honestly speaking. So let's listen to that and then we can come back.
Is insane. I mean, talk about just blowing up the Saturday. Insane. I can't believe this is happening. So much to say. Obviously, we are still learning information. You know why you're in this chat. You understand why you're watching live. We just understand that Trump has survived an assassination attempt. Terrifying for so many reasons. Most of all, terrifying because so many of us feared this. We feared this was going to happen and we were poo-pooed. You're conspiracy theorists. What are you talking about? I kid you not. I kid you not. When I say that I just did an interview, I think it was Russell Brand. And I was asked, who do you want to be the VP for Donald Trump? And I said, I want him to pick somebody that is so America first that they won't bother assassinating him. And I said, I know that sounds like a conspiracy theory, but I believe that the deep state is this desperate to get rid of him. And I'm fearful that if he picks someone like a Nikki Haley, they'll just kill him. That's what I actually said. I actually said this during an interview. I think it was Russell Brand. It may have been someone else. I've been doing so many interviews lately. But this is what we feared. And again, we were called conspiracy theorists for believing this because, you know, some people are still living within this illusion that everything is totally normal in America and really Trump guy bad, orange man bad, everybody else is just crazy and becoming a conspiracy theorist. No, we are not crazy. We are not becoming a conspiracy theorist. We are recognizing reality. And the reality is they want him gone. They want him gone. They want Donald Trump gone. You guys, first and foremost, I just want to show you some of these pictures. Obviously, a lot of this is going to be not as perfect as our show normally is put together because we're pulling this stuff in as quickly as we can. First off, this photo just won the election. All jokes aside, I saw this and I can't even describe how I felt looking at this. Look at this man right here, bloodied, just having had his ear grazed. By the way, in case you're missing the details, at a Pennsylvania rally. Okay, he's at a rally, shots start ringing out. Trump, you can see, and we're going to show you this video right now. My editor just joined us. Trump didn't really know what was going on. We're going to have that video for you shortly. And then he goes, you know, stop, stop, stop. After he gets shot, grazed in the ear, and he just puts his fist up like that with the American. Look at this photo. Tell me, take my money, Trump. Take all my votes, Trump. Take whatever, take my house, Trump, okay? Because I'm voting for that man right there. Unbelievable. In a moment where he didn't know, because you can't even imagine, right? You imagine yourself getting shot. You imagine the adrenaline of recognizing, and you've got blood coming out of your ear. And this man comes to his senses and realizes that he's got to be the bravest person in the room. And he just pumps his fist. He just pumped his fist. And somebody, whoever captured that photo, my goodness, take every photography award seriously. Now, I'm not even saying this not to make this a severe conversation or a severe topic. Obviously, it is. But this is tremendous. I think this so embodies the Donald J. Trump that we know and that we love, a person that will fight for America when America is under attack. Now we're talking about an individual that is fighting for America. That image says so much.
I was laughing at how Candace, like the lateral reporting, how she does it. But obviously, this is something serious. It's not something to laugh about. I'm not laughing at like what happened. I'm laughing at the way Candace report, like the way she does it sometimes is just so almost dramatic. Anyway, so yeah, we are talking about the divided states, and I always sometimes refer to the United States as the divided states. I think I got that from Dr. Moby. I'm gonna maybe put a small clip of how she says that, the divided states. But honestly speaking, that country is so divided right now that, like seriously, like even the fact that I'm gonna put a video where somebody was really literally saying that they actually saw the shooter and they were trying to warn the police, and the police didn't care. They didn't care because they knew the shooter was there. They were probably involved. I think those police are gonna be in trouble. Because, I mean, really, seriously? Because Donald Trump is supposed to be protected, and we all know that. So, and if somebody alleged you to a shooter that is clearly having a rifle, as this guy is reporting, they should have given attention. But they were not giving attention because they want the guy dead. Honestly, that's the whole truth. So let's look at that video.
We noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us. 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. I'm standing there pointing at him.
This is crazy.
2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
My husband once almost got shot by the Secret Service. I was speaking at the NRA, and he snaked in and came down, and they didn't know who he was. And they were like, freeze, 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 freeze. So you're telling me that guy walked up and he's pointing and he's saying, this guy's got a gun, this guy's got a gun, and they're pretending they don't know what's going on? Do you guys actually believe this was a failure in intelligence?
For those who don't watch news, obviously, because for those who watch news, they probably already know about what happened to Donald J. Trump. But I must say that Donald Trump, for me, I think the reason I love Donald Trump, I'm a Canadian, I'm living in Canada, obviously Namibian too, but I'm talking from a perspective of why I love Donald Trump. It's not like he's going to affect Namibia anyway. But the reason I love Donald Trump, for me as a Canadian, I know these two countries are like brother and sister, like kind of like a bigger brother and a smaller brother and so on. So most of the things that affect the United States or the divided states is actually affecting Canadian. So I know that when Trump is in power, there's a lot of things that will change for Canadians. Because Trump has things that, as I said, he's very American in the sense of like he is for America. And I'm gonna also put a clip of the back then Trump, the younger Trump when he didn't even know he's gonna run for office. And then we're gonna compare it to Joe Biden back then as well. So let's take a look at that video quickly, and then I'll come to back to what I was trying to make as a point.
We're about to learn something important. One of the best ways to tell if your leaders have intellectual grit of their own is to see how they've evolved over the decades. In that case, I think the clip that you're about to watch of Donald Trump all the way back in 1988 with Oprah Winfrey shows a strikingly similar kernel to Trump's politics as you see today. There's also some vital contrast I need to give you with Joe Biden because I just dug up some rare clips of him stating positions that he would rather you forget. But before I show you that, watch this segment from nearly 4 decades ago.
You took out a full-page ad in major U.S. newspapers last year criticizing U.S. foreign policy. What would you do differently, Donald?
I'd make our allies, forgetting about the enemies you can't talk to so easily, I'd make our allies pay their fair share. We're a debtor nation. Something's going to happen over the next number of years with this country because you can't keep going on losing $200 billion, and yet we let Japan come in and dump everything right into our markets and everything. It's not free trade. If you ever go to Japan right now and try to sell something, forget about it, Oprah. Just forget about it. It's almost impossible. They don't have laws against it. They just make it impossible. They come over here, they sell their cars, their VCRs, they knock the hell out of our companies. And, hey, I have tremendous respect for the Japanese people. I mean, you can respect somebody that's beating the hell out of you, but they are beating the hell out of this country. Kuwait, they live like kings. The poorest person in Kuwait, they live like kings. And yet they're not paying. We make it possible for them to sell their oil. Why aren't they paying us 25% of what they're making? It's a joke.
Now take this for example on patterns of opinion. I think it's very easy to forget what Joe Biden used to say on the issue of gay marriage in his vice presidency not too long ago, before flipping and going along with the tide of the time.
We are desperately concerned about the circumstance relating to avian flu. We don't have enough vaccines. We don't have enough police officers. And we're going to debate the next 3 weeks, I'm told, gay marriage, a flag amendment, and God only knows what else. I can't believe the American people can't see through this. We already have a law, the Defense of Marriage Act, where we've all voted, not where I voted and others said, look, marriage is between a man and a woman, and states must respect that. Nobody's violated that law. There's been no challenge to that law. Why do we need a constitutional amendment? Marriage is between a man and a woman. What's the game going on here?
Let's try to avoid nuance, Senator. Do you support gay marriage?
No. Barack Obama nor I support redefining from a civil side what constitutes marriage. We do not support that.
Now, of course, some might say it's simply an evolution of his true thought.
Trump, we are back, right? So Trump, can you see, even the younger Trump was all about America has to win. You know, like the businessman that he is there for his country, even as a businessman, even when we look at like, you know, what a businessman would want for his business in that sense. So Trump is actually good in a political sense of things, because then I think you could hear when he was talking about if these people charge us this and this, why would we allow, you know, them to charge us this and this, and, you know, getting more from us than we are getting from them. I think when it comes to that, Trump is good. But except for that, there's many things that Trump stands for that, honestly speaking, that are good for humans, not only for his country, for humans in general, to be quite honest. And I don't have to mention them here, because I don't want my YouTube channel to be banned and whatever. But I think you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Anyway, for me, Jehovah, that's it. But honestly speaking, Trump 2024 and Candace Owens for vice president. I think I love Candace. And I think I forgot to mention why I love Trump too. One of the things why I love Trump, I think in my previous video, I show how, if a country wants to go to war with another country, especially the United States, they do that a lot. They can actually create what they call a false flag event, which I explained in my previous video. I can explain it again. Like, I use the example of, like, if a country, let me say South Africa, want to attack Namibia, they literally will just kill their own citizens, some of their own citizens who happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and then blame it on Namibia, and then they will find reason to attack Namibia. It's a good example would be a mother killing his own child, because they know that the neighbor can only use a knife to fight, and they have guns to their disposal, and then because you want something that belongs to the neighbor and you don't know how to get it, you kill your own child, and then you kill one of your own children because you have many children, right? The neighbor also has many children. So you kill one of your children, and then you go to the neighbor and say that you killed my child, and now I'm going to kill you and your children. And then you kill them, and then you get what you wanted. That's what they call a false flag event. They create a problem and act like you are to be blamed for that. And then they attack you because they want what you want, or whatever the power is. That's what's going on. That is insane. And that's why I love Trump, because Trump, like John F. Kennedy, who was obviously assassinated years ago because of, America trying to attack Cuba and him not agreeing with that, Trump is exactly like that, or worse, because Kennedy looked like he was a bit soft. Trump is not going to accept that type of nonsense. Trump will do things because he thinks. He wouldn't do things because, he's trying to create a narrative or whatever, or because people are forcing him to do that. That's why I like Trump. So anyway, guys, bye and take care. Love you. God love you.